Thank you for tuning in to another edition of AIW's The Card is Going to Change. Before we get into this week's episode, I'm just going to give you the official sponsors real fast. Angelo's Pizza, Pollyanna DIY, Smart Mark Video, IndependentWrestling.tv, and the most important thing of this episode is the unofficial sponsor, White Claw. This is the 4th of July cookout episode. You're getting 2 cookout episodes in basically a month. We are joined by the mighty millennial Mikey Montgomery, Joshua Bishop, Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham, probably Xavier Franklin at some point, the Bone Collector, Dominic Guarini, Philly Collins, Eddie only from the production, Marino Tenaglia, Alex Worldwide Keller.
Oh, no.
As always, AIW owner John Thorne. My name is Steve Guy, your moderator of sorts. And let's get right into it. A question asked on Twitter because Josh Bishop, I know you got to go check these fireworks that are popping off right now.
Don't throw me in the bus, bro.
They want to know what are our rankings of White Claw as we have collectively consumed over
all
under
of them.
50 so far today.
I drink a case in the last 2 podcasts.
You and I say Black Cherry number 1, right?
Black Cherry, number 1.
I'm with you. Black Cherry.
Black Cherry number 1. That is the
Honestly,
consensus.
I'm going lime number 2.
Yep.
Lime number 2?
That's my Thorns might
I like Duke showed up with that. It was 2 cases of mango. I like that
lime
mango.
2, mango 3.
I'm gonna have to say raspberry.
I would
Raspberry.
say
Xavier says raspberry 2.
raspberry 4, and then
Black cherry all day for PME. Black cherry
number 1.
consensus number 1.
grapefruit 5.
According to some, lime is for people that like missionaries.
You're
So.
damn right I like a missionary. You're goddamn right I like a
Can we
missionary,
all
Dr.
agree that
Dan.
grapefruit is
You're
number
goddamn
5?
Right.
Fuck off. I love grapefruit.
You would. All right, so grapefruit, obviously the worst.
Worldwide.
That's Dr. Dan's favorite.
This is going to be the only time I say this. Take the microphone from Dr. Dan because he is drunker than you.
Well, yeah, I'm only one high life deep right now, Pally.
The other
because
unofficial
let me tell you
sponsor.
people something about this whole White Claw shit. I see it sweeping through locker rooms. It's a cancer upon the business.
Cancer, bro.
As he
It's a
smokes
fucking
cigarettes.
cancer, truly superior to fucking White Claw and high life, the champagne of beers, especially if you're in Eddie Only's fucking backyard and you're throwing some mint in that bitch.
All right, so black cherry.
Mint Jewel Pods, number
officially
1.
Number 1.
Tobacco,
Fucking
number 2.
Jules.
Lime and raspberry trade off number 2. Mango 3.
Mango
3 or
Mango's
4?
3. Limes 2. Black cherry's
Lime's
1.
2.
What about raspberry? Raspberry 4?
Raspberry's like 3 or 4.
3.
3. I would think raspberry.
Black
3.
cherry, lime, mango, raspberry, grapefruit. That
Is
is.
that all
Grapefruit
5?
sucks.
Is that all of them?
That's all 5 of them.
Grapefruit
Yeah.
sucks.
Is there only 5?
I think.
I think we got them all.
The way this is going, I really feel like we need a White Claw sponsorship for Wrestle Rager 4.
We're trying.
Working on it.
Raven Evermore.
Iron's in the fire right now.
Hot
dude.
main event, Wrestle Rager.
so-
There is actually a flavor.
Filthy
called
Tom
Pure.
Lawler,
There is a
Matt
6th
Justice,
flavor.
and John Thorne versus the Rip City Shooters and Eddie Kingston. Hot main event.
What did
It's
you
not
just say?
happening. It's not happening.
So
Just let it happen,
Ken,
John.
for
Just
a
let it
minute,
happen.
since Worldwide brought Juul and tobacco in, can we talk about how Worldwide thinks that nanites are going to take over anyone smoking flavored Juuls?
No.
Not even flavored Jules. I'm talking about any of it. Twan, not human no more. He's puffing on that fucking robot hog.
It's like PCO.
Robot.
All right, we've all seen that thing. It's big. All right, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, as Freud says, but sometimes that's a fucking robot hog.
I don't know why. I don't know why either one of you have a microphone right now.
I'm doing just
Marino-
fine. I'm fresh out of the gym. You sinners have just been eating fucking carbs all day and drinking your fucking White Claws.
We've been eating meat here, dude.
No bun, no bun.
Burgers and
Overcooking
dogs.
your burgers. I look at this thing right now. There's not a single little bit of pink in there. What is this, black bean? What the fuck is going on?
Those burgers that Dominic Guarini and Eddie only prepared, first round at least, very good.
They were very good.
Second round dog shit?
I never had a second round, so I can't speak on it.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, we got the citronella going now.
Only had the first round.
They're delicious.
Oh, thanks, Dom Guarini. Citronella
Yep.
action.
All right, let's get this train on the track.
Josh, you got to go see the fireworks.
I gotta go see the fireworks. Thank
Josh
you for
Bishop
ranking,
signing out.
Josh, you
White
and me
Claw
also
with
had to
us.
beat up a New York podcaster's ass.
Oh, you're damn right we do.
Alex
Ballin' out.
fucking Patak.
Alex Patak, listen to me right now. I'm coming on Ballin' Out Super with Worldwide.
And we're gonna
Dragon
fucking
Ball
destroy you.
motherfucking Z Super.
All right.
We're going Ultra Instinct.
All right, you
This
hand your
podcast
microphone
beef.
off to somebody. Thorne, you put out there on Twitter some things. We'll talk about it, but I'm sure this will just be a random round table.
It's already random.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this first question from one on the Twitter. Ryan from Wakeman wants to know.
Ryan from Wakeman? Oh, my God.
spiking the levels.
Stop yelling, Mikey Millennial.
He wants to know cock cutter match and when and who is booked for it.
I will say that Weird Body's ready to take on Potato, and Weird Body has a lot to lose, and Potato, I think, is ready to lose.
Well, this has nothing to do with the cock cutter, but has anybody here ever taken a peek at the Potato's belly button?
What?
I have
Is
actually.
it weirder than Eddie Only's?
No.
So like I think he had some sort of like maybe he was like born in an alley and they didn't get the umbilical cord off properly because he's got like a little pigtail. Like it has like a little twirly pigtail.
Maybe he's like Freddy Krueger and he's born in the bottom of fucking Nut House.
Son of 1,000 maniacs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Check out his belly button. That thing needs to be cut off.
Eddie only does have like a. You got like an Audi that's an innie.
Performance enhanced belly button.
Okay. Performance enhanced belly button.
He's blue. He's chewing on that blue.
Wow. All right.
But yeah, this guy Ryan the Wakeman or whatever his name is, he tweets us at least 3 times a week, wanting to see a cock cut off in a match.
He also goes to AIW events on performance enhancing substances. Tell you what.
So that guy is on some shit. I don't know what he's on, but I think it was Absolution last year. He just kept rubbing me on my back, and I went,
I was going to ask. So you've seen it. You know what he looks like.
Oh yeah, he's had several very deep conversations with me.
I don't know if I've ever had a conversation with. I may have, but I don't know what he looks like.
I think he's a father. I think he comes to the.
No way. No.
I think I've seen him come to the show with like a child.
No, you know who I miss? Roman Reigns' dad.
I don't know who that is.
So, but why Ryan Wakeman? One time he literally looked like he was like talking like whatever his cock cutter match blah 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 to me, and I looked at him. I go, "Hey man, you're that dude from the radio, right?" And I blew his mind because I knew like,
Oh, yeah, he was
on 92.3 The Fan.
He's also one of those like what's it called, like fucking obsessive call in radio people where he calls in like every radio station.
Oh wow.
And like talks gibberish.
So, like, on 92.3 The Fan, he literally would call in, like, once a night when I used to listen. Like, when we were at the old garage, I would drive home, and I'm listening to The Fan, and he would always call in talking about, like, random shit. And I just remembered his name, and then when he was like, I'm Ryan, and I'm like, dude, are you Ryan from Wakeman? And I blew his mind. I'm like, dude, I love your 92.3 The Fan shit. Keep it up. He's like, thanks, Dan. It was great.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And then he also wants to see everyone get their dick cut off, so it's wild fucking shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And as I've said a number of times, you know, if we got Medicare for all, just think of all the terrible things. Think of all the terrible things that wrestlers could start doing to each other.
Why is it always got to be fucking pushing political fucking agendas?
All I'm saying is we can start biting each other's fingers off. We can fucking do. We can cut off cocks.
How much money do you pay into taxes a year?
Oh, you know, I get like I get a whole bunch on the EIC. So thank you, Trump. Double what it was the year before. So there is that. Earned income credit.
Well,
so are you voting for Trump in the re-election?
Oh, absolutely not.
Then
Bernie or bust.
You're gonna lose that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm ready to lose. I mean, he lost today. Fucking rained on his parade. Literally. Inshallah.
All right.
I'm saying you're gonna lose that extra money that you don't work for.
Oh no, I work for it, motherfucker. I'm working so much.
We are.
So
I would know. I work right next to him.
He don't work that much.
Are you?
I mean,
are you the one who's taking? Are you
Okay,
the elusive photographer
okay.
that sends in pictures of Worldwide?
That's you?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, well,
No, Thorne had spies before then.
let me break this down.
Oh, that's true.
Michael.
First off, would everybody stop having side conversations and yelling without a microphone? It's not how podcasting works, you fucking drunk idiots. Second, let's compare. Mikey the Millennial.
Yeah.
Tell everybody your age.
I'm 19 years old.
You're 19 years old, and you work in a plaza, so like a shopping place,
Yeah, like a strip mall, kind of.
next to Worldwide. How old are you?
35. Presidential age, baby.
Where do you, what's the shoot job, Mikey?
My shoot job is I make sandwiches and do prep work and work the front.
Sandwich artist.
For an angry
Sandwich
divorced
artist.
dad.
So about you?
Do you want to go give him
No.
a plug? Where do you work?
I work at Dave's Cosmic Subs in Lakewood, Ohio.
Oh yeah, Dave.
Stop
Shouts to
in and get an
Larry.
AIW ticket and a sandwich.
Worldwide.
Oh, there you go.
You're the competitor.
I don't know if he wants to expose his
Yeah, I already love my job so much. I don't really want, fans showing up.
If you
But,
look at his Instagram, it's pretty much just all his work.
Yeah, that is true. I'd be scooping that soup. And,
He's a soup salesman.
Soup
yeah, it's more like food retail than it is really kitchen work. if
Food
we're all being
retail.
honest. No, Uber Eats really putting a hurting on the tip jar.
Give it up one time.
Oh man, I told that very guy that we had canceled an order the other day, and it turned out we didn't. So he just showed up and left, even though the order wasn't canceled.
Brother, I feel that.
I gave it up 3 times.
Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to.
You just wanted.
I just wanted to make the
Oh yeah,
comparison.
then I'm working
that,
a fucking Now That's Class now all the goddamn time.
that
He just wanted to point out that a 19-year-old and a 35-year-old work basically the same job.
and you're complaining about the taxes and the things that you earn and.
Can we talk about this? Because Worldwide brought up Now That's Class. Can I officially discuss? Because we have not on podcast, but we haven't talked about details. We said August 24th.
There are no details. Those are the details.
Here's the marketing
24th,
information right now.
we'll be
We
at
have
WrestleRager.
Wrestle Rager 4, potentially Quote the Raven, Nevermore.
Now,
I
somebody-
haven't messaged him at all.
we haven't
Somebody
messaged
did-
him.
Worldwide, somebody did ask me when I was talking about music for Absolution videos the other day. They said, we want, can you just have Rat Fucker play live? I did not respond to that tweet because, go ahead.
Oh, well, Rizzy Fizzy, Rat Fucker, will be playing actually at the house next to Class the night before Wrestle Rager 4. So that's going to be, hopefully just like back-to-back fucking bloody hell weekend for me.
So if you want to see them live, you guys
Yeah,
go
you
there.
know,
You guys
make
aren't
the
gonna
trip
play-
out for the
you
whole
guys aren't
damn
gonna-
weekend.
You guys aren't going to play the after party?
What about the after party?
I believe I'm going to get some acts, some DJs, and oh yeah, you're going to love this branding. AIW Up All Night.
Oh, that's good. USA Network, brother.
Yeah.
Round to sheer.
See? See what I'm saying?
What about the Hemingway Hammers? Are we going to get them together?
That's up to the Hemingway Hammers.
A practice in 2 weeks?
Hemingway Hammers, dropping the Hemingway, come back as the Hammers 2 weeks away.
Will the Hemingway Hammers be performing at the Wrestle Rager
Wrestle
after
Rager,
party?
Enter the Vortex, yes.
Was it Hemming?
Under the Vortex?
Under the Vortex?
Enter the Vortex.
Yeah. A lot of guys trying to book a lot of shit on this show right now. Anybody else want something you want to book here at Wrestle Rager 4? Dom? No, you're good?
Actually, I do. I want the Duke versus Tom Lawler for the boot.
Okay.
Mikey
For the boot? Wow.
Mikey Montgomery in a death match where he gets to use a empty Guitar Hero guitar filled with powder.
Would you guys stop with the fucking deathmatch stuff?
Me
you
and
guys are
Worldwide.
bloodthirsty.
Deathmatch
Just
stuff.
because we've never had a singles and he really
Did you guys
still
see-
hates me.
Did you guys
Probably a
see?
reason.
Did you guys see the fucking feedback on that unprotected chair shot? You guys want to be hitting each other?
This is my fault. I created these monsters.
I've told people once, I've told them 10,000 times.
Johnny
whenever
Gargano created this one.
Whenever anyone wants to talk shit on me about fucking, poppers or this or that, what do brain cells do other than, like, make you sad? All right? Get these fucking brain cells out of my head. I don't need to think.
So we're sitting here on the 4th of July. We're having a cookout. Some great food made today, prepared by one Dominic Garini. Great job on the grill, Dom. Really
Dan.
appreciate it. Everything was delicious. As some of the cheddar wursts, those were great.
That burger was bone collecting.
It was. The burgers were good. Fireworks going on around us. What do you think about some pyro at AIW?
No.
No? Little sparkler action?
I've been around where
Absolutely
inside
not.
pyro
Sparklers?
has gone off.
Steve, we can barely get a venue. Why are we gonna try to get kicked out of a venue for fucking some sparklers,
Oh,
brother?
I'm sure that
Steve,
Odeon's
when I was
had
3
worse
years
than
old, I watched the
sparklers.
owner of
It's not at
Norwalk
the Odeon.
Raceway Park literally get arrested for inside pyro. I will fight some motherfuckers that want to think that inside pyro is
Why
a good
don't we
idea.
pyro at Wrestle Rager? I mean, just pyro in general.
Well, Pyro would be the Wrestle Rager would be the only place to properly.
Well, I don't know. The
Little
city is
sparklers
the
inside
city
the
is currently trying to come down on Now That's Class. They sent fire marshals recently. That was a fun evening at work. Tell you what. And Cleveland, Ohio, fucking chill the fuck out. But
Worldwide hates that there's like rules.
yeah.
yeah, there used to be no rules. It was really nice.
Somebody once told me
Yeah, back
that,
in like the 1600s, there was no
claws-
rules.
Like 10 years ago, you fucking whippersnapper, when
somebody
you were
once
fucking
told me-
watching
somebody
Digimon
once
or whatever
told
the
me
fuck.
Claws, no laws.
Phineas and Ferb.
I heard claws, no laws. Is that a true thing?
No, it's not.
No laws.
Ain't no laws if you're drinking claws.
There ain't
I
no
mean,
laws
fucking
when you're
Josh
drinking
Bishop
claws.
drove away from
Yeah.
here, so yeah, no law.
He did not drive. He had a DD. Marino, you're sitting here. You haven't said anything yet.
He's a man of many words, as we know.
I know.
Yeah, here, but I'm gonna pass it over. I gotta go grab another cigar.
Man of many words. How's it going?
Good. What's your favorite fireworks?
That's fucking.
What's your favorite firework? What a fucking question,
going
Steve
off
guy.
right now? People
Spirally
wanna know.
one, that goes.
People. Yeah, they make the whistle noise.
The ones that go boom. That's my favorite
The Wile E.
fireworks,
Coyote
Steve.
fireworks.
My favorite. Philly's favorite is the Red Rocket.
What's the
Red Rocket, Red
what's
Rocket,
the
Red Rocket.
Look, I gotta ask him. That's my job.
Let's keep it fucking moving.
All right. You want more questions from Twitter? I feel like you're
I
not
don't
gonna
care.
be happy with them.
Ask questions.
Well, I keep
Bring
talking
the
about
questions on. Let's go.
Somebody wants to know. The story behind Wrestle Rager 1. Kind of what happened with that.
I did
where
see
that
that.
is. And
I think we covered that on
I
a
thought
very.
that we
Was
did-
that an AMA?
No,
I thought we covered that with Biggins or something.
There's a very early episode of the podcast. If you want to go back, it's probably in the first 20 episodes. But Wrestle Rager 1 was just like, it was honestly just like a concept idea to bring Grado to America for the first time, and it was just more of like a
right. Yeah.
marketing thing.
We did cover this,
It was
yeah.
3 days in a row.
Yep.
Obviously that didn't go that well because Cleveland does not seem to be a crowd for the multiple days in
Wrestle
a row.
Rager 1 very different than what we've turned Wrestle Rager into.
Right now it's
It's just a
found
party.
its footing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think where to go. So we have this cookout episode. I mean, I guess
Wrestle Rager 1. I was there.
We're sitting back. Everybody's having a great time. We're having fun. Where do you guys see AIW right now? Like, Dom, are you having a blast with it? I know you run the school, but people don't get to see the funner side of Dom.
It's
Can you
hard.
admit that you actually do have fun?
I mean, I do have fun sometimes. I mean, the art of wrestling itself is fun. The actual school process,
It has its days.
It has its days for sure. Dan brings up a good point.
You live 3 inches away from the school, though. Kudos on that.
Oh yeah, and I mean, there's
Uprooted his whole life to
I
live
uprooted my whole fucking
3
life.
minutes from the school.
let's put it this way. Some days it's pure hell for me, and I've had to kind of come to this realization that I've kind of destroyed any personal life I would have for professional wrestling recently. I spend almost all my time either doing the school, doing bookings, or now I've brought jiu-jitsu back into my life, so I really have no personal life per se. So I kind of have to come to the conclusion that I'm a selfish human being, and it's what it is. But nights of shows couldn't see me any happier. There's a lot of pressure that comes with the school. These kids debut, and then I have to get ready for another crop of kids to debut. There's emails to answer. There's curriculums to try to keep up, and it's also trying to keep a curriculum to the kids that have already debuted and the kids that need to increase their skills to go out to bookings and get better and better and better. So it's a lot of stress, but those nights of shows, especially like, let's, for the example, put the Goldhorn, those kids came back and they were so excited. And I can point Xavier out as a person example. He was, so emotionally happy from the debut that those nights make it all seem worth it.
Well, before just to cut you off, we've recapped the Goldhorn Brewery show, but it's going to be out on a later date from now. But
Yeah.
Xavier, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about since you're here, and say hello, Xavier.
How y'all doing?
AIW's newest referee, Xavier Franklin. What has it meant to you to come into AIW? Because something happened specifically at the Goldhorn show that made me realize how important this is to you, that you've kind of discovered this weird world of, no pun intended that the actual weird world is next to you, but this weird world of wrestling. Because after the match, you debuted, you asked me, you said, is it okay to cry? And I said, yeah, it's absolutely okay to cry. And then when talking to Derek, and I was standing there too, you said, my dad didn't come. However, you guys are my real family now. And I thought that was like, wow, this is very important. It made me realize that as much as I hate a lot about wrestling these days, like, there is a purpose to what we're doing, and I think you're a prime example of that. If you want to just speak on that and what you felt that whole thing, that whole day.
Well, that whole day was just a bundle of emotions. Wrestling, it's I must succeed or fall. That's really what wrestling means to me. That's how passionate I am about the business. It's succeed or
nothing. There's no option.
Yeah, there's no other option, and that was my goal and my drive that kept me through.
And you got to that point, and I know that, for those that don't know, if you guys saw the news special that was done locally, your mother passed away.
Yes.
And you were hoping that your dad would come and see this, and he does not come.
I agree.
And you felt a certain way about that. That upset you, correct?
Yes.
But I feel like you had a realization at the same time.
Yeah. My eyes opened up. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to shun my dad, but it really disappointed me that he wasn't there. But coming back behind the curtain, and when I stated, you guys are my family, that's something I take to heart, and that is literally true to me. You guys are my family.
What is it? There's got to be something. Is it the camaraderie? What is it you're feeling, and when you make that statement? Because, obviously you're sitting here right now with us. That you're obviously, is it an inclusion thing? Because you feel so included on stuff that people do, or what makes you utter that statement?
It's just personally and just being around each and every one of you guys. That's what opened my eyes. These guys are family. These guys want to see us up and comers succeed and get better, and you guys care for us. You guys don't have to go out. You guys don't have to do what you guys do for us, but you guys do it anyway because you guys love us and want to see us further ourselves for the future.
It's like with the definition that you were kind of told of what family is. You feel like we go out of the way, but we make it seem, because it is to us, it's not going out of the way. It's just, you're a part of this.
Yes.
This is what we're supposed to be doing. Does that kind of sum it up?
Pretty much sums it up.
That's a lot of it.
I had a cousin there, and some other of his friends. They came to support, but that was also great because at least I just wanted someone to
see somebody see that you've followed your dream.
Yes, and every time I go home, I tell my cousin, because I used to watch wrestling with him when I was younger, so wrestling's really all I know, and I always tell them everybody at AIW is awesome. These guys embrace me with open arms. These guys I've gotten a chance to build a bond with each and every one of these guys and ladies, and their family don't have to be blood. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
No, cheers to that.
Yeah. Basically, going off of what Zay said, I feel like what you guys did as a company and as individuals is you guys sort of filled in the gaps that maybe us in our family lives and our social lives didn't have before. So I think that was a great sort of bridging of the gap.
Well,
there's a lot of places that don't necessarily do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's kind of like one of those things where I experienced a lot of that throughout when I was getting involved in wrestling. And it's as hard as I am on you guys, I try to be hard on you guys because it can be 8,000 times worse outside of this environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of like this weird children sort of thing to where it's you gotta prepare these kids for the world, so to speak. But I also want to create a good kind of camaraderie and look, we're all sitting around on the 4th of July at a cookout drinking 50 White Claws. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of White Claws on the table.
I'm going to cut you off there for a second, John. I know I've said it so many times on this show, but I'll say it again. You have one of my favorite quotes ever about wrestling brings so many different people together, and that's what a family is you have a group of people who are somehow related, but they're all different individuals, and that's exactly what this is right here. The common bond is wrestling, but through everything else, through that and all of this, we somehow find the missing parts of each other, just as you would in any other family. And here's what it is, man. This is our family cookout today. And
If-
Zay, look, man, hey, rest assured, no matter what other show that you're on with us there, you're never going to feel like your family hasn't come to support you again. Because every single one of these guys, if they're not, people are going to be watching, they'll be looking out for you. Like, that's what I love about your story, and that's what is one of the things for a guy who's not getting in the ring, and I'm sitting there on the outside. That's what makes me proud to be a part of this organization, because we are watching guys like you follow a dream, and I know that all these dudes sitting here are watching you like, oh yeah, that's my brother out there, he's doing this thing right now. Like, that's what you get, man. So you've got that support, and nothing makes me happier than knowing, like, when you or Mikey or anybody gets in that ring doing whatever it is they're supposed to do, they're going to come out and they know that they're going to have that love and support. Like, hey, I'm going to give you some sort of feedback, whatever. But also, man, great job, man. I'm here for you.
And that's
what you've got. You got all these guys here for you.
And that's the thing. I love feedback, because feedback helps me get better and improve on what I need to get better at. And also to piggyback off of something, like I've had many father figures throughout my life, and John Thorne, you have become like a father figure to me.
Oh shit!
I didn't know you were getting
ready for that,
man.
Don't tell any of the ladies in my life.
But
see that test
when I tweet you, I appreciate you, man. I mean that generally, just from like.
No, I appreciate you, and it's easy for me to get caught up in the bullshit of wrestling, which is chasing the hype and getting attention and wanting to be that company that's everyone's talking about. But then somebody like you also makes me realize that it's not a war, but there is work to be done at any level, and that especially at the ground level with people like you, to where it's like, okay, if I was so concerned with booking these dream matches and doing these big shows, a lot of you guys would have been forgotten. And it kind of brings me back down to reality that, like, this is what we are supposed to be doing. We don't need to be the most tweeted about wrestling company, because we're building a community, and you can't have a company without a foundation, and like the foundation starts in Cleveland with the wrestling school.
And that's what I look at. If you look at a person like Worldwide, who started before me, and then Dom, who started after me, and like we all kind of created this camaraderie, and then like you got a class like Xavier and John Michael, and then you have a class like Zach and like Wes Barkley, who we all have become this like close-knit family where it doesn't matter where you came from or when you graduated school or anything like that. It's like we're all dudes, and like we'll all text and have each other's backs and everything like that. And it's like a fraternity, but it's a total lifestyle where everyone has each other's backs and is crazy no matter where you're from. Everyone like loves each other.
Yeah. Again, I'm 19 years old. You guys are,
Yeah, you're doomed, man. But
I mean, yeah, before you go on, like, that's another thing. It's like you got people 18, 19, all the way up to like a guy like Duke who's hanging around in his 40s.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So, like, there's just like a vast spectrum.
And that's like a funny thing too, is Dan bringing that up, is I remember like listening to like old shoot interviews and stuff with like Danny Doring talking about going through like the Taz school, and he talked about like hating the shit out of fucking Roadkill when he was fucking like, like when they were going through the school and everything, and like everyone like just hating each other. And I used to be Dr. Dan's biggest fan, but now I respect and cherish everything he does, and every once in a while he goofs up harder than me, and it warms my heart.
It really is amazing though that we could get everybody together every so often, whether it be today or the after parties that have grown to be so infamous. And it's like,
well, even we go other places,
but it's like
together too. Yeah,
it's like Dan was saying. Like, if you compare it to high school, there's been several classes. You know what I mean? But it's like AIW's become the small town, and everyone's home for the holidays. Like it's and
it's wild. And you go on about like my political shit or whatever, but for the most part, I fucking like. I have like talked to fucking like like there are like people that like I don't agree with on shit. Like Duke.
Like you and Duke will sit down and have beers and
yeah,
talk.
but we'll like fucking talk about it, like not like just be angry tweeting about it type of a thing. Like where like you're like limited to like 280 characters and like you're just trying to like own somebody and like blah blah blah. But like we can actually talk about it, and we have this baseline of like fucking wrestling where like fucking like it's like a weird fucking thing. Which like if I could bottle up and just give to the entire earth, like we could probably figure that shit out.
I want to turn this lighthearted because I know it's going to become a fun banter for the listeners as we celebrate the independence of America. Play on the words there. You got it, Dominic Greeny? Thanks. All right. So
independence and independence is two different words.
Yeah.
Codependent. Codependent.
Here we
Somebody
are.
already did that, I think.
We talked about the different classes worldwide. What class number were you at the AIW Academy?
1.5.
All right.
Okay, so
No.
No, wait, no.
You pan that microphone right back.
Deplatform, Dr. Dan. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was 1.5.
Mikey Montgomery, this is my point, newest class of AIW Academy.
We're all yelling now because there's mad fireworks going off.
Who's had it worse, guys? Please.
Oh, hold on.
What's the
Right here, right now. Fucking. All right. This is a multi-layered fucking question.
This is for the fans. This
All right.
is for the fans. I always
This
want
is-
them to have.
This is something I've been like.
Please explain the differences and similarities between your
Oh,
classes.
by all means, Mikey. Fucking tell me.
Okay, well, for one, John Michael's class has been very lucky, and they never had shoot day where they had to shoot grapple me. Worldwide once shoot grappled me.
That was a great
Worldwide
day.
once shoot grappled me.
Hold on.
He then hung on to me
Before
for-
you even, I wish Weird Body was here because I don't think there's anybody from the first class here. Weird Body had Joe Shea come in and fucking really shoot motherfucker.
yeah.
Billy Robinson shoot
But I
on
remember
people.
Johnny would have us do like shoot day because it was more so than anything. I think Johnny was just curious about what my actual like jiu-jitsu skills were. And I remember one day Worldwide and I went, and Worldwide, a lot of credit to you, buddy, very strong.
I held on. I squeezed your head for about good solid 2 minutes
He
until my
tried
arm
to
went
give me-
numb.
I'm pretty sure Worldwide gave me secondhand smoke inhalation from just the smoke coming off.
It's part of his offense.
He then
I was told that in a
realized
Muay Thai class
but
once.
Straight up,
Man
like,
can't breathe, man can't fight.
They have never like the John Michael class never had that.
Okay, to be fair, I did once shoot grapple.
Trey Lamar did a lot of shoot grappling.
Worldwide, did you have a first day like
Oh.
thing that you had to go through? First day.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! First aid drill, and it was
What was-
fucking like
what was
20
yours?
fucking
It's the
degrees
same for everybody.
The first day drill is the same for everybody. For anybody that's listening to the podcast, I'm getting tired of writing in emails. It is a mixture of running the ropes mixed with other cardiovascular activities. Everybody does it.
Which for you guys at home, if you've never ran the ropes before, fucking sucks.
It'll wear you out.
It's not good.
It'll wear you out.
Can we talk about how me and Worldwide almost fought each other for the first 4 months
We've
of us
covered that
training?
multiple
It's been
times.
covered multiple times.
Oh yeah, I forgot when Worldwide was blacked out drunk on gas station vodka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
among
forgot
other
about
things.
that.
So Worldwide and
That wasn't gas station vodka. That was 40 proof, brother. I'm not on some Alex Daniels. I don't know how to drink shit.
Worldwide, do you think your class was stronger in terms of not like physically, but just like a better overall class than what
Well,
Mike, you might
we had advantages and disadvantages to compared to this class. Like for example, we used to keep the fucking like show ring and the training ring in the same goddamn place, and fucking like
the show ring was the training ring.
no, we had the wait, you're talking about fucking old.
school, yeah.
I'm talking about I came in during the garage era, and during
Let's talk about that. You used to have to train on ice if it was cold.
yeah, no, that's fucking my first day drill. I was bumping on fucking ice and fucking like everything else. But yeah, we used to have the show ring and the training ring all in the same place, which incidentally was like 5 minutes up like Detroit Avenue, fucking like at the school. So the whole concept of like doing ring crew was like, I mean, it was still arduous. You know, you got to load the thing in, load the thing out, blah, blah, blah. But like, we didn't have to go all the way back to this spot, to this spot, to this spot. And truth told, after we fucking moved, and also it was like 5 minutes on Route 2, probably like 7 minutes now. That's fucking 35 miles an hour, so that fucking some yuppies can occasionally ride their bicycles on there. Fucking
Here we go.
pieces of shit. But
political.
anyway,
Only everybody had jet skis. They just shoot across.
yeah, exactly. You know what? Sorry that I have a fucking positive vision of the future. All right.
Snowmobiles worldwide.
Snowmobiles for the fucking Alaskans or whatever.
All right, Mikey, what's the worst day for your
Hold on, he
school?
never finished what his fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm saying, and now fucking they have like a very nice,
only have so
clean,
much-
like antiseptic like training environment. One thing they have going against them that we did not have going against them, we didn't have a curfew at that place. It was basically like until like the neighborhood made us uncomfortable with the fucking garage doors open, so we could go till like 11 or fucking 12 in there, like, and we would sometimes just like dicking around and like trying shit out and da da da. Now we have like sort of like a 10 o'clock curfew, like at the school, so they can't get as much class time
10
in.
o'clock, yeah.
It's a hard 10 o'clock curfew. It's a hard 10 o'clock curfew at OSI. At about 9:45, the front desk girl comes around and gives you the dirtiest of fucking looks and says,
She wants to go the fuck home.
we close at 10, just so you know.
Well, let's not bury her, okay?
Yeah.
There's like 6 of them.
There's like say, okay. So now back to Steve's thing. Who was class 1.5? Is it you, me, Weird Body, and Dom?
Weird Body's day one.
Weird Body was he was the first one to be paid in full. Oh, same. Well, technically, well, no, I don't think debuts count as much as
Yeah, debut
start
doesn't
training.
count so much as start. Yeah.
1.5 I would consider to be the freshman debuts.
Yeah. So basically, it was like you and me. Like you came in like
Frankie.
a month after me.
So okay, so the glitch. Anyway, we had to retrain him from the beginning. Dom. So are you you and Baller are class 2?
We're considered, I would say, Gary, Humal, and I are considered class 2, which would also be the very last Johnny Gargano class.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then class 3 would be Twan Tucker, Parker Pierce, I
Trey,
guess we could
Bishop.
consider Kurt Hertz in that.
No, Trey had a lot of Johnny time, I think.
Yeah, Bishop,
No, Trey had the most Johnny time other than Kurt.
Most Johnny time other than Kurt.
Bishop and Trey both had some.
But I was the only Johnny student that didn't think I would make it.
Falling behind because he didn't have Johnny because he broke his wrist and missed those 3 months. Right before.
All right.
So Johnny had so Trey had a couple classes at like maybe like 3 classes at the garage. We went to Cal's and he broke his wrist. So class 3 would be Trey, Chase Oliver, Josh Bishop, Parker Pierce, Twan Tucker, and technically Kurt Hertz. But you could lump Kurt Hertz into class 2 with Gary and I, because that's where his timing was. Class 4 would have been Wes Barkley, Zach Thomas, TKD, and Ryder Reed. And then class 5 would be our most recent class of Mikey Montgomery, Chuck Stone, Eric Taylor, Zay as the ref, and then what I always forget.
Andrew.
Arthur MacArthur.
Arthur MacArthur.
As the other member. So that's class 4, and honestly, we're in the process of starting class 5 right now.
So,
where are we going with this? I don't know.
Mikey, what's your worst day on this new class?
I have a question. With PME being transfer students, what class would we be? Would we be class pi?
You're just transfers.
Could we be
You're
class
kind of like
3.14?
Foreign exchanges.
Foreign exchange students.
We're foreign exchange students. Foreign exchange students, I'll deal with it.
You guys took you took the citizenship test as we're sitting here on
Where are we going with this?
Thursday. No, what's your worst day as being a student? I'm just trying to compare where we were and where we are. I'm just looking for the Mikey Millennial and Worldwide battle here, as I know it would.
There's
come
no
to.
question because the other schools were just
Did you
way
guys have
worse.
AC in the other schools?
No, we didn't have.
Steve Guy, did you ever come to that fucking garage, man?
No, I didn't get to come to the garage.
Turner's
Hot
Hall
as
was
shit in the fucking in the
Turner's Hall was
summertime.
bad.
Turner's Hall is garbage.
AC either, because Dom refused to turn on any of the.
It exists.
This is what I was waiting for. I just
You
want this
would
to
not-
set Worldwide off.
All right.
We didn't even have a roof.
No fans, Worldwide.
It exists. The ace exists there, but
No fans.
I'm trying to train these kids like we were trained with no AC. So I would not allow the fans to get
Helps your cardio.
It helps the cardio.
Absolutely.
A lot of the venues you guys wrestling are not going to have AC, nor are they going to train.
Goldhorn was a hot one.
Well, where are we at? Where are we going now?
Pretty severely. There's a leak in the ring, so it's kind of.
Oh!
Motherfucker.
When it used to rain at the fucking garage, John, or Mikey Montgomery, we couldn't do actual practice. We'd have to have chain wrestling practice because you couldn't do anything because the ring was a puddle.
Hey.
Yeah. Also because we didn't
Listen.
have the canvas fucking deal in it.
All right.
yet.
After this, we're moving on from.
By the
whatever this
way,
topic
John
is.
Michael, your microphone has been off this entire time.
We didn't even hear a word that Mikey Montgomery said.
Has it really?
I have the headphones on, so maybe it was.
It was.
Oh man.
Well, that's fine because it wasn't worth listening to. These kids got it easy.
Well, I will say,
Other than they get it done without having fucking cars or licenses, and that's
Class 1. There were a few times where we couldn't get into Turner's Hall because they changed the security code. So Johnny Gargano just held class right on the playground across the street. And there's a lot of Kaplan on us.
Was it like wood chips or like what was it?
It was glass on concrete.
Ow.
And Kaplan did a lot of things on a slide.
Just want to throw out right now as I keep looking up things on Twitter. This whole White Claw thing is people going crazy. Mance Warner has tweeted, "What the fuck is a White Claw?" To which Tom Lawler replies, "A dangerous finish."
Oh man, that's one for who's Weird Body's favorite wrestler? Fucking South African gimmick. Goddamn.
I don't know.
Most patriotic factions is a question on Twitter. See, the Twitter questions, I'm telling you guys, not so good today.
Obviously, the West Texas Rednecks.
Yep. I concur.
That's crap.
I think they're talking about AIW, but I mean, I don't.
It's that one Trump guy that used to show up at our shows all the time, and somebody else.
What about Nixon? They got to be one, right? No. Just by name alone.
Redacted.
That's true.
Let's go.
Okay, John Thorne.
I'll give you fucking two more questions.
I got a question for you. Favorite WWF 80s pay-per-view. Go.
Oh, God, I don't know, man.
Come on, you were just putting over SummerSlam 89.
I'm going SummerSlam 89 right now.
I say,
that was
it's a good
fresh in my head.
Zeus and Savage versus Hulk and fucking Randy.
What was 88 Survivor?
No, Hulk and Brutus.
Right?
Hulk and Brutus.
Was it 88 Survivor Series? That was good.
The 88 Survivor Series is solid. It's a Richfield Coliseum original.
Yeah. Big fan of that. I think that's just a homer answer.
Shout out to Good Company. They have a bunch of Survivor Series 88 promos on the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the back.
Our man Jonah.
Yeah, you showed up to Pod Van Dam's birthday.
Yeah, I was there. Thanks for remembering. And then, oh, by the way, I went and celebrated Weird Body's birthday.
Yeah, I was dealing with
made sure I was playing darts with him while your ass was who knows where.
I was dealing with some guy that was being creepy on fucking girls. I was working on my night off.
I was celebrating your tag partner's birthday with him.
Yeah, well, I hooked up fucking some tail for him, so it's fine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'll give you guys one more question because the fireworks are getting excessive.
And we're not talking about the podcast.
It's gonna come from Dr. Dan.
Can we get the best Twitter question you got?
No,
I already
there's
gave it to you.
Yeah, there aren't.
There's none left?
No.
They're not good. Yeah.
Fuck.
Marino, please ask a question. PME, get together. Come up with one question.
We gotta really think of
They're huddling together right now.
I can't
It's like this is
nothing right.
Double Dare, and they're coming up with an answer.
The white clock.
Where they want to do the.
All right.
Yep.
We got nothing.
Okay, I've developed one.
Oh, thank goodness.
What is the game plan for AIW for the rest of this year, Thorne?
For the rest of 2019?
The rest of 2019. It's been a hell of a year already. How are we going to cap it off? So, we got Absolution, we got Wrestle Rager, and we got the rest of the year.
Not really a game plan, so to speak, but right now we have some dates booked at the Odeon through the end of the year, except for Hell on Earth. We are still seeking a venue for Hell on Earth. Anybody out there with a venue? November 29th. We're looking. It might be a little snowy back here.
Yeah.
Because that's the only date that the Odeon has a
I don't know.
scheduling
It took
conflict.
until like 2 weeks ago for summer to actually start from like spring. So, November 29th with global climate change, this backyard might be ready to go.
We can hold a good, like 200-300 in here.
Is there anything that you want
There's
to
no global climate change.
like any milestones you're trying to hit, attendance or
No, I'm just trying to.
It's like Stan Bush said, I fight to survive!
That's what.
Yeah, it's just all about survival right now. There's really no milestones. It's just, like I've said it a zillion times, it's all about kind of weathering the storm of what wrestling is becoming right now and seeing what happens with AEW and the TV and if WWE continues to be aggressive. And, it's just kind of like staying the course and, figuring out how to maneuver through whatever's going to happen.
Oh, here's one. Heart of the matter. Are you happy of what the school has so far produced in terms of students and actual like buzzworthy people, quote unquote?
Well,
or
buzzworthy.
are you Like that's a quote unquote because that's a loaded question.
I'm also
or
curious.
are you still waiting for someone to transcend the next level?
That's like, I mean, I'm happy with it because, like I said, you can't really exist without a core, and the school ensures that there's always. It's kind of like a game of Jenga, man. If like a piece moves, like you just got to move that next piece up and hope that the fucking tower doesn't tumble, so to speak. So right now, it's going good, but we don't know what's going to happen in the next year, 2 years, 3 years. But if guys weren't delivering, guys won't be on shows, and like I think that's a message to if you are a guy that's not on every show, you're not delivering to the best of your abilities, so you need to get better. And the only way to get better is to train.
That or face PME.
Heart of the matter.
Oh, I have a heart of the matter question. That's
How
really
much
great.
was that 6-figure offer?
So the 6-figure offer, a lot of people, well, I'm just going to throw it out there. A lot of people have been contacting me. It wasn't from the WWE. It was from some local people. And it was kind of wanting me to name a price. And they said that they will pay it. And I said it would be in the 6 figures. And they said, no problem. And I don't trust those people with my life's work, I guess you'll say. So if it was somebody that maybe, I don't know, like, so I thought about it, and it's like, yeah, man, like $100,000 is cool, but like $100,000 isn't like a life-changing amount of money. Like it is and it isn't. Like it's a lot of money, but like it's not going to change my life to the better. And then it's like, well, then I have 30 guys with potentially nowhere to go. No island, no insurance of they would run AIW as I would like it to be run. And, money isn't everything. And, to be honest, I got a big raise at my real job, so I'm pretty flush with cash right now. So, like if those guys would have hit me up the week of J-Lit, they might have had a sale. But, yeah, I don't know. Like morally, it just didn't feel right. To even entertain the idea, because there's a lot of people that rely on AIW for whatever. Like we've discussed, like Xavier has found a family. John Michael has found somewhere to belong. Dr. Dan, all these different people from all these different walks of life. Like, okay, like I walk off with $100,000. Like, then what? You know what I mean? Like, then what do I do? Like, wow, did that when I was 18, brother, for free. So,
I have a heart of the matter question for you, Thorne.
Yeah.
Feel free to cut this because you're going to.
Maybe.
Will Dylan Swaggle Possible be able to get a date with Alley Cat now that she is single?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Jesus.
Like that's not like.
What was Marino's question?
That's a whole.
Marino
that's a
said
whole
they didn't
path.
have one.
No,
Marino's been asking for the mic for 7 minutes.
Marino was just asking
shit,
for the
okay.
microphone.
It's not so much a question; it's more so just a statement.
Yeah.
I would just say, like, for like the people, like the Matt Justice, Josh Bishop, everyone's saying we do it for the brand. Like, that's why, because he turned down $100,000 or however much it might have been. He turned that down for all of us to have a chance to be out there to do our thing and try to tear the house down every time he puts us out there.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, dude, I don't make any. I never got involved in wrestling to make money. That's probably like a dumb statement, but like I never did. Like got involved with wrestling because, and that's kind of my problem with how the business is going, is so many people now are getting involved in wrestling because they want to make money.
Yeah.
Like I got involved with wrestling because it was something that I liked as a child, and like I figured out how to do it, and like that's like I enjoy it. As much as I hate it, I also enjoy it, and it's really all that I know. But like 100,000, whatever the 6 figures could have been, like I kind of stopped the talks. But it's like, what am I gonna fucking do? Go fucking, I don't know, like
golf.
I never golfed, man. What? Mini golf? I do a lot. I do a lot of mini golfing, maybe. But
someone
like,
did ask us. Here's a funny thing for me. Someone did ask us once about an AIW golf outing. I'm like, no, nobody golfs. And when you and I talked about it, you even go, what, Swago's going to go out there and golf, and then literally the very next
He's
week,
a big golfer.
he's out there golfing, and I was like, oh, well, fuck.
I still stand by we need to have, even if it's just one softball game, but I feel like.
So we all get just worked over by Pop Culture Pete. All right, John Thorne, this is a personal one for me, heart of the matter. Are you glad you switched podcast hosts?
Oh, man. Well, there's a lot of alleged things going on with the former podcast host.
You might remember him as a sad, pouting gorilla would hang around.
I don't think that we should discuss these alleged things.
Yeah, I wasn't suggesting we do.
But, man, that podcast he went to, that sounds like it was pretty bad for that guy.
Bigger, not always better.
But, yeah, I don't know. Like, wrestling's weird. There's a lot of fireworks going on.
And going back to an earlier point, you were talking about, like, all the fucking money coming in and, like, the contract-hungry shit. That shit was, like, weighing on me for a while. Like,
You got a contract?
No! God damn it. Are you serious?
No.
How many fucking claws deep are you right now?
I wasn't serious. I just didn't know where you were going.
Dan, let him finish.
But no, the goddamn fucking no, like just the amount of like I'm happy for everyone that's like fucking getting a contract and getting paid and this and that, but it's like just changed like the vibe like so fucking much. And it's like changed like the scale of everything on a level that like I'm an asshole that like helps get some t-shirt printed and occasionally like move some shit in and out of the fucking building and sometimes wrestles and sometimes has a good match with PME. But fucking besides that, like, I don't know, like, and so, like, my, like, fucking, like, bar, my ceiling is, like, pretty low as far as expectations, like, from the biz and this and that. But, like, fucking, just, like, I don't know, it was, like, bumming me out for a while. Like, just with the amount of, like, contracts and money talks and this and that and da-da-da-da. But I'm also, like, playing in a fucking basement and cutting my head, like, fucking, like, the day before a wrestling show. And that's, like, perfectly fucking fine with me.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like there's a lot of things that are changing, and you know, like I said, like when I got involved in wrestling, and the majority of the mentality of people that got involved in wrestling was they just wanted to be wrestlers. Now people want to be television stars, and it's like a different vibe. So it's just it's weird, but you just gotta.
In the pre-show of a certain fucking event recently, Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, we'll go there another day, Jim Cornette. Yeah. But
he's blocked me on Twitter. But you know what? Hard agree.
You have something you actually want to say now?
Oh no, I was well. It's been a while back, but I just wanted to tell Thorne I love you.
I love you too.
That was about it. Like it was a while back, but I just wanted to say I love you.
And I mean that's
men of many words.
I mean that's the thing is like, you know, like stuff like that did weigh on me when this guy is like telling me to name a price and I got it.
Yeah, as Dom cleans up White Claws in the background.
Yeah, Dom, that's making noise, brother.
I'm miking it now.
But
for our noise-making fans out there.
But, you know, like, it's like I really don't trust somebody else to steer this ship. You know what I mean? And whether it's a money-making ship or not, that's irrelevant. It's like there's greater things at
Because even
stake.
on top of like the fucking like wrestlers or referees, like this, that, like da da da, there's also the fucking fans who like that's also like extended wild ass family.
This is what I compare it to, and like I really thought about this when this offer is made to me. It's like, say what you will about CZW, but John Zandig created the, I guess, mystique of CZW, and then DJ Hyde walked in and he bought it like something you buy it fucking off the shelf at the store. You know what I mean? Like he didn't put any of that work into establishing whatever it was. So I think about that and it's like, then you're gonna, like, I'm gonna, whatever you want to consider AIW is, like, it's the most important thing in my life. So then I'm gonna put somebody else in charge of whatever that legacy is, and it's like, how many people are going to know, like, it's other guys? You know what I mean? When everything changes, everything goes bad. You know? So it's like, hey,
have
man,
to probably change your Twitter handle.
Yeah, you give me you give me 7 figures, maybe it's worth it. You know what I mean? But, like, 6 figures? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
depending on what those 6
figures
figures
you
are,
get 6 figures, you still got to go to work, man. It ain't going to last that long.
Yeah, Fair enough.
It's like what Thorne said, like as a wrestling kind of father figure. It's like, hey, if you wrestle on PWG on Saturday, what do you got to do on Monday morning? You still got to go to fucking work. It's
like
it's the same thing
It's
as
not
what he
life
was saying.
changing. Like if something life changing comes about, like that's different. But like $100,000 is a lot of money. Not life changing though. Like
you know what? We could cut it off there. It's a perfect way to end it. Something life changing did come about, John Thorne. It's called AIW.
I've been living it for far longer than you guys did.
That's for PME, for Dr. Dan, for Worldwide, for Dominic Arini,
Big Zay.
for Big Zay.
Big Zay.
For
All right, by the way, Zay, you and me, we're going to hit a goddamn Evangelion episode one of these days.
Eddie Only was here at some point.
I will
AIW
appreciate
owner
that.
John Thorne. My name is Steve Guy. We will talk to you next week right here on The Card is Going to Change.
Alex Pataki will die.
Happy 4th, everybody.
Well, this is going to come out on what's Monday, the 8th?
Fuck yeah, America.